Hello and welcome back to Vadyar Online Academy classes on Basic Electronics, Lecture 2. In the previous lecture, we had discussed about the classification of electronic components under active and passive devices. So in today's video, we will look in detail about the very basic passive element resistor, and from the exam point of view, we have three topics to cover: characteristics of a resistor, its classification, and the very interesting topic, the resistor color coding. Resistor is a very common term we hear in electronics. Its applications range from the radio to the higher end electronic circuits. Resistors are two-terminal devices to offer resistance in a circuit, or these devices have two terminals which are connected in the circuit to offer resistance, that is, to oppose or to limit the current flowing through the circuit. In a resistor, current is always proportional to the voltage, I proportional to V. Or we say the ratio of voltage to current gives us the value of resistance R. V by I is equal to R. So we can say resistor is a linear device because it follows Ohm's law, V is equal to IR. Ohm's law says that the voltage across the device is directly proportional to the current flowing through it, which is being obeyed by a resistor, and so we call it linear. The value of resistance is measured in ohms, and the notation is shown on the screen. Resistors are widely being used as voltage dividers in the circuit. To divide the entire supply voltage, whatever is available, is being divided by using resistors. And apart from that, we know resistors are basically to limit the flow of current. There are two characteristics for a resistor. The first one, of course, is its resistance, that is the resistance value, and the second one is the power rating. Every component will have a power rating defined by the manufacturer. So, power rating is the amount of power the device can dissipate without producing excess heat. So, even resistors have a power rating, and exceeding this power rating will burn out the resistor. Now, there is another term which is closely related to resistor or resistance, which is the resistivity. So, what is resistance and how is it different from resistivity? Resistance is the property of a conductor to oppose the current flow, whereas resistivity is the resistance that a material can offer, which is of unit length and unit cross section. So, a device or a material with which contains a unit length and unit area of cross section can offer a certain amount of resistance. So that is termed as resistivity. How are these two terms related? So this is how these two terms can be related. R is equal to rho L by A, where R is the resistance and rho is resistivity. To increase resistance, we can either decrease the area, increase resistivity, or increase the length. L stands for length and A stands for area of cross section. So in fact, resistivity at a given temperature for a material remains constant, can be considered to be a constant. So in order to increase or decrease the resistance, we need to vary the length or the area of cross section of a material. Now there are two general confusions that come along with the resistor. The first one is its polarity. Resistors have no polarity, which means to say they do not have a positive and a negative terminal. Both the terminals are alike and you can connect it in either direction. The second confusion over here is, does the physical size of the resistor tell us something about its resistance value? Definitely not. The physical size is no way related to its resistance value, but it tells us about the power rating. Larger the physical size of a resistor, higher will it give the power, or higher is the power rating of that resistor. Now let's look at the types of resistors. So there are two types of resistors, fixed and variable. You can see the symbol for a fixed resistor, and for a variable resistor we have an arrow across it indicating the value of resistance is variable. So fixed and variable resistors. So under fixed we have carbon composition resistors, metal film and wire wound resistors. Three types: carbon composition, metal film and wire wound. And under variable we have a lot of resistors coming in: potentiometer, rheostat, thermistor, varistor, photoresistor and few others. So these are the basic variable resistors we are going to discuss, and from your exam point of view. So let's have a look at the fixed resistors first. Three general types of fixed resistors. The first one is carbon composition resistor. It is made up of carbon and powdered insulating material. As you can see, it is made of, you can see the black part which is the carbon, and these resistors are very small and popular, widely used, inexpensive and readily available. However, these type of resistors have a major drawback, that though it is a fixed resistor, its resistance changes over time, that is with aging or overheating. There is a possibility that these fixed resistor value can change. The second category is the wire wound resistor. You can see in the picture, conducting wires are wound around a ceramic material or insulating material, and this type of resistors are better than carbon composition resistors in a way that ohmic value, that is the resistance, does not change with time or age, and also it offers an improved tolerance. Now what is tolerance? Tolerance is the possible variation from a marked resistance value of a resistor. Like, it means that the actual resistance can be greater or less than the value specified by the manufacturer. So the amount of variation, the amount to what extent can the resistance value vary, is denoted by tolerance. Third type is the metal film resistor. This resistor is made of metallic film coated on an insulating material. So these resistors, over here you can see the metallic part being put on the insulating material, and if you check out the figure you can see the cuts on it. The metallic part is cut in order to set the resistor, since it's a fixed value. Ensuring that the value is fixed, or to get a specified value of resistance, we cut out the metallic part and adjust the value of resistance. So that is done by the manufacturer. So within inside a resistor, it's already being done by the manufacturer and made available in the market. And this metal film resistor is used when high power rating is required. High power rating is required. If you require high power rating, then you go for metal film resistors. Moving on to variable resistors, we have different types. The first one is photocell or the photoresistor. Photo stands for light. So you can see the symbol for each of the component below. And so photoresistor or a photocell is a variable resistor. And variable resistor is a resistor whose resistance value can be changed or varied depending on a certain parameter. So in a photoresistor, depending on the intensity of light falling on the resistor, its resistance value can be changed. That is the photoresistor. Second one is a rheostat. Rheostat, if you check out the figure, there's this knob at the center which can you can slide it longitudinally. So and when you slide it, the value of resistance change from 0 to the maximum value given by the manufacturer. So that's a rheostat. Rheostats have high power rating, so they are basically used for higher loads like motors, lamps, and all that. Third one is a force sensitive resistor. You apply a force on the resistor, its resistance changes. The fourth one is thermistor. Thermistor is related to the temperature. Depending on the variations in temperature, its resistance value can be changed. Then you have another category, which is the potentiometers. Potentiometers are used for low-end applications. You have two types there, rotary potentiometer and sliding potentiometer. Rotary potentiometer has a knob at the center. When you turn it, you can change the resistance value. And for a sliding pot, the knob over there can be you can pull it both longitudinally and vary the resistance. So that is it about variable resistors. And the next one, you have one more over here which I have not included, that is varistor. That is voltage controlled resistor. When you vary the voltage, you can vary the resistance. That is varistor. So thermistor, varistor, photoresistor, all these come under the category of variable resistors. Now let's move on to the very interesting topic in resistors, which is the resistor color coding. Check out the resistors over here. All these are resistors, carbon composition resistor, or it could be metallic. So these resistors, if you have a closer look, you can see there are different color bands marked on these resistors. Or you can say different combinations of colors are being marked on these resistors. Earlier, the value of resistors were written on the component, whereas these resistors were so small or tiny that it became difficult for the manufacturers to print the value on its body. Instead, to make it easier, they started following a color code. So this color code standard was developed by RMA, Radio Manufacturers Association, in the year 1920. And at present, this association is named as EIA, Electronic Industries Alliance. So RMA is the earlier name, and at present, this association is being named as EIA. Now let's quickly have a look at what these colors really represent. Every color has a numeric value associated with it. If you check out this table, you have all the colors listed out over here. The dark ones on top, and coming down, you have the lighter colors. So black comes first. All the dark colors take a lower value. Darkmost or the darkest color takes the least value. So we say black is the darkest, so it takes a value of 0, followed by brown, which is 1. And similarly, you have all the numbers in sequence for the list of colors in the decreasing order of their darkness. So let's have a look at how actually can the value of a resistor be decoded from this table. Every color has a value, numeric value, has a multiplier value and a tolerance value. So looking at this table, we are going to learn how can we read out the value of resistance in a short span of time for your competitive exams mainly. So let's have a look at it. Color band table. Let's say this is a resistor, and color bands can generally be 4, 3, or it could be a 4-band resistor, it could be 3-band, or it could be even 5-band or 6 bands. So for your exams, for the PSC exam point of view, a 4-band resistor would be sufficient. So over here, let me say that is my resistor. I have 4 colors. First is blue, second is blue, third is brown, and the fourth one is green. Now since resistors have no polarity, automatically there's a confusion to from which end we need to start reading the values. Is it from left to right or from right to left? So let's name these bands as A, B, C and D, and we are going to check out if the value has to be read from left to right or the other way. So first we need to check for the gap between the bands. If you closely look at it, you have three bands which are equidistant, and there's one band which is D, band D, which is at a distance from the other set of bands. So looking at the distance between the bands, you have to decide the left and the right, and the value of resistance is always read from, remember, the value of resistance is always read from left to right. The closer bands are considered to be at the left, and the one band which is far apart from the other bands is considered to be at the right. So remember, always the values are read from left to right. So let's find out the value of this resistor. The first band A, it corresponds to a digit. In a 4-band resistor, the first band corresponds to a digit, second band is also a digit, third band is a multiplier, and the fourth band is the tolerance. So digit, digit, multiplier and tolerance. This is common for all the 4-band resistors. So let's have a look at the table, the list of colors to decode the value, numeric value. So we have all the colors listed from black to the white and then none as well. And we have the tolerance value corresponding to each color. So let's start decoding the value. The first digit A, the first band corresponds to a digit, and it's a blue band. So blue, if you check out the table, has a value, numeric value 6. The first digit A is equal to 6. Second band is also blue. So B, band B also corresponds to a digit. So its value is 6. Third band is a brown. So band C, but it is not a digit, it has to be a multiplier. So band C is a multiplier and it's brown in color. So multipliers have to be taken up this way, 10 raised to the value, 10 raised to the numerical value in the table. So 10 raised to brown stands for 1. We check out, black is 0 and brown is 1. So 10 raised to 1, that is 10. So band C, remember, it corresponds to a multiplier. What about D, tolerance? So for tolerance, we need to check the second table. It's a green band. So green, you have a tolerance of 0.5%. So D corresponds to 0.5. Now how do you get the value, total value? So it's this way, 6. The first two bands are digits. So 66. Third one is a multiplier. So into 10 raised to 1, which is 10, plus or minus the tolerance. 66 into 10 plus or minus 0.5%. So the value is 660 ohms plus or minus 0.5%. This is how you find the values of the resistor from the color bands. So generally we follow from our basic classes, we had been following this short form to remember the colors. You cannot really remember all the colors. So the short form or the easy way of remembering the colors we followed in our school days or basic classes. It was B.B. Roy of Great Britain has a very good wife. So in our lecture, we are going to improvise it a little and we're not going to go entirely with this one. I've made a slight modification to it because B, there are both B's, it might confuse us. Is it black first or brown first? So instead we go for the simpler version of it, that is Black Belt Roy. The first one is black, second is brown. So Black Belt Roy of Great Britain has a very good wife with a glowing silver necklace. Let's check out. The first is B, black, second is brown. Roy, R for red, O for orange, Y for yellow. So Roy of Great, G for green, B for blue, has a very, very violet, good gray, wife white, with a glowing. Glowing is for gold, silver is for silver itself, so and necklace. N stands for none, no color. So Black Belt Roy of Great Britain has a very good wife with a glowing silver necklace. Remember this as a shortcut And let's have a look at the different band resistors. So as I said, there are 3-band, 4-band, or even 5 and 6-band resistors. So a 4-band resistor has 4 bands. So if one of the band is missing, then that becomes a 3-band resistor. If you check out the first 3 bands, the intact bands are there, but then the 4th band, the tolerance band, is missing for a 3-band resistor. In 4-band, the 4th band corresponds to tolerance, which is missing in the 3-band. If you have to find the value for the 3-band resistor, brown, black and orange. So brown is 1, black is 0, so 10, and the 3rd band is a multiplier, so 10 into 10 raised to orange is 3, so 10 into 10 raised to 3. And the 4th, there's no 4th band, but none of the bands also has a tolerance value in our table. If you check out the last column, none has 20% tolerance. So the value of 3-band resistor over here is 10 into 10 raised to 3 plus or minus 20%. How about a 4-band resistor? Green, black, red and brown. So green is 5, black is 0, red is 2, so 50 into 10 raised to 2, and brown has a tolerance of 2%. So 50 into 10 raised to 2 plus or minus 2%. That comes around 5,000 or it's 5K. 5K plus or minus 5 kilo ohms plus or minus 2%. The next, you have the 5-band resistor and the 6-band resistor. Generally, this is not important from the exam point of view, but then they might ask you what is the 6th band or what does 6th band correspond to. So remember, in a 5-band resistor, it is first band is digit, second and even 3rd band. 3 bands are digits, the first 3. 4th band is the multiplier and the 5th band is tolerance in a 5-band resistor. In a 6-band resistor, the first 5 bands are the same and the 6th band correspond to temperature coefficient of resistance. That is the variation of resistance with respect to temperature. So TCR, or temperature coefficient of resistance, is the 6th band in a 6-band resistor. Rest of it is the same. First 3 are digits, 4th is multiplier and the 5th is tolerance value. And did you know there is even a 0 ohm resistor which exists? The 0 ohm resistors are generally, theoretically we say it's 0 ohm, but then practically they do have some 0.1 or 0.5 ohm value. This is used in building up circuits. When you actually build up the circuit board using machines, it is really easy to hold a resistor with a machine than a wire. So they go for this 0 ohm resistor for the easiness in developing the circuit boards. So that's how a 0 ohm resistor looks. It will have a center black color band on it. So that's it for today. So let's quickly recap what we have learned. Let's go through some multiple choice questions. The first one, the resistor color code was developed by RMA, Radio Manufacturers Association. Later on, it was named as EIA, so don't get confused over here. The option is C. Second, the color code standard was developed in 1920 by RMA. Recently, dash standard color coding is used for resistors values. Nowadays, it is Electronics Industries Alliance EIA standard being followed. The fourth one, how to read color bands on resistors. Is it from right to left or left to right or from both sides? Option B, left to right. Next question. A resistor's first 3 color bands are brown, black and red. What is its value? So you have 3 color bands, brown, black and red. If you remember the table, BB Roy, so black belt Roy. So black and brown. So brown is 1, black is 0. So 10, third color band is a multiplier, red corresponds to 2. So 10 into 10 raised to 2. That comes to 1000 ohms. Next question, which digit does the color yellow denote on a resistor color band? Yellow corresponds to number 4. A 47 kilo ohm resistor would have which colors on its first 3 bands? So such kind of questions is better you go from the options to the answer. So 47 kilo ohm. If you check out 4 corresponds to yellow. So definitely option A is not the answer. Option C is not the answer. So option B says yellow, violet and white, and option D says yellow, violet and orange. So the second color band has to be violet. And the confusion over here is about the multiplier band. Is it white or orange? Since it's a kilo ohm resistor, it has to be orange because orange corresponds to 10 raised to 3. So option D, yellow, violet and orange is the answer. You may pause the video and try it on your own. 8th question, which color represents the digit 6 in the resistor color code? 6 corresponds to blue in the color code. Which of these colors is not used in the resistor value color code? So you have violet, black, turquoise and white. We know turquoise is not a color which is used in the resistor color coding. Next, what is the value of a 4-band resistor with green, blue, orange and gold bands? Now in such questions, it's better we go from the list of options to the answer. So the last band, there's a trick over here which is to first check for the tolerance value. Gold band, the 4th band is tolerance, which is gold over here. So gold has a tolerance value of plus or minus 5%. So if you check out the options, option A is not the answer and option D can also not be the answer. Option left is B and C. So is it 56K or 5.6K? Now over here, you have a decimal, so you can go for the multiplier band. Multiplier band is orange over here. 3rd band is orange. And what is the value of orange? Orange has a value of 3, so 10 raised to 3. And green is 5 and blue is 6. So 56 kilo ohm plus or minus 5% is the answer. You can pause the video and try it on yourself. The next question, what is the color code of 333 kilo ohm plus or minus 5%? 5-band resistor. They've mentioned it's a 5-band resistor. So again, go with the tolerance first. 5% is for gold. So option B is not the answer. We have 3 options left out. So let's have a look at the value. 333. All 3s. So 3 is orange. So option A, it's orange, orange and red. So that cannot be an answer because all 3 values should be the same color because it's 333. So option A is not the answer. Now we are left with 2 more. Orange, orange and orange. So the 4th, we have to look for the 4th band. Kilo ohm. So kilo stands for 10 raised to 3. So option C is not the answer. So we are left with option D. In a 6-band color code, what does the 6th band represent? As I said, 6th band resistor, the 6th band corresponds to the temperature coefficient of resistance, A. What is the tolerance value for a gray color in the tolerance band? Gray corresponds to 0.05% plus or minus 0.05%. What is the color code for a 5 kilo ohm tolerance plus or minus 5% resistor? So again, 5% tolerance. So option A cannot be the answer. Next we go for 5 kilo ohm. 5 corresponds to green. And the second band could be 50 into 10 raised to 5K is 5 into 10 raised to 3. So you can rewrite it as 50 into 10 raised to 2. 50, 0 corresponds to black. So option B and D gets cancelled and option C is the answer. Please pause the video. If you have any confusions, think again and get back to the next question. What is the tolerance of a 3-band resistor? 3-band resistor has no tolerance band, which is none. So none has a tolerance of 20%, plus or minus 20%. Which color represents digit 7 in resistor color code? 7 corresponds to violet. Yep, so thank you guys for watching. I hope you found the video informative. Please like and subscribe to Wadyar Online Academy. Stay tuned for more.